But ask yourself a question before you criticize the teacher or the religion or scripture or anybody. Do you know what you want? If you know what you want in life, you shall not be taken for a ride by anybody. Because I don't lose sight of the search. I want my key. You say, close my eyes. He said, yes, I will do that. But where is my key? Or else you shall lose sight of your search in the practice. Understand? You lose sight of the very search in the practice itself. Just like previously, I was losing sight of my happiness in the sensation, what I call as the sense pleasure. Now I shall lose my sight of myself in the so-called spiritual sensation and spiritual ecstasy. If you get a high by taking the drug, taking the food, or some type of a sense pleasure, you are a sensualist. If you are getting a high by running, dancing, jumping, hugging, listening to some divine music, of course you are ecstatic. You are going through a spiritual ecstasy. That is what destroys people. You go from one trap to another trap. You are not released. Give my freedom. You are asking, give my freedom. He passes on the bondage. Give my freedom. Do this. Shall I be bound by the practice or be released from the practice? Give my freedom. Visualize. Where is my key? But how many people are interested in that? So that is why teacher must be very, very sensitive. To whom he is giving what? Because the person is coming for a laddu. My child's problem, my husband's problem, my wife's problem. But you want to give him the absolute. The person is not ready for it. That is why they go away. It's like a person comes, one day a beggar, he has really a bum in the street. That fellow is hanging around. Then he saw one banker coming out from the bank. He said, hello sir, yes, be kind to give me some coin, want a cup of coffee. Take this $50, 50 cents, 5 coffee. Take 5 cups of coffee. The person takes it. The next day, same time, when the banker is coming down, the person comes up. And of course there is a smile of recognition. The banker, and when he is going to smile, he got a punch on his nose from the beggar. He said, what? What are you doing it for? Yesterday I gave you $50. He said, what is $5? 5 cups of coffee and I never could sleep in the night. I didn't sleep at all. I came to know what will happen if I get married or not married, if I get a job or don't get a job. And you tell me I am the happiness, my whole excitement in life is gone. Unprepared student shall never receive it. That is why when you push it, the fellow thinks you are showing off, because he is not ready. He wants to live the life of a beggar, but you are trying to make him a king. What a wastage. The person wants to depend. You want to make him independent. It doesn't work out. Because some people are in beggars and they are such high-class beggars. One fellow goes and asks another person, he says, sir, can you give me $4,000 straight? He knows the money amount he asked for. He's a beggar. He's a beggar. Remember, he's a beggar. He goes to the street and asks a person who is come in a big car, and rich person looks at him and says, sir, can you give me $4,000? He said, what? Are you a beggar? He said, yes. Then why do you ask $4,000? What? Okay, all right, what is that for? I want a cup of coffee. He said, cup of coffee? $4,000? What type of shop you want to go? He said, no sir, it's not like that. I have a dream. I want to go for a drive-in coffee, but I don't have a car. So if you give me $4,000, $3,999 for the car and $1 for the coffee. So he knows his calculations, right? So then I said, professional beggars. Most people have become professional beggars in life. They know how to find out their sensations. Sound, touch, taste, smell, life is moving. Anyway, everybody dies, I shall die. Why looking for happiness? Can I have some more sensation? To such a person, understand, to such a person, you go out of the way to tell you are the happiness, you are the bliss, you are the Brahman, you are the Shivoham. That fellow doesn't understand. Why is he bragging? Because he comes for a topical solution. You are giving him fundamental solution. Are you getting that point? The person is not ready for it. That is why people go and the jam-pack the mystical, miraculous surroundings. Why? Something will happen. My disease will be cured. It happened to me in some country. One person came and asked me, Swamiji, can you cure? Because they are too much into these miracles and this nonsense. And this person asked me, Swamiji, can you cure? I said, yes, I can cure, but I will not cure you. I just wanted to shake him up a bit. I said, yes, I can cure, but I will not cure you. He felt so, understand, he felt so bad. I said, don't feel bad. You think I am come here to give you misery, make you miserable? Don't worry. Tell me, what do you want? Are you afraid of disease or you are afraid of death? Are you afraid of a disease or you are afraid of death? He said, oh, I am afraid of disease. I said, what? See, that much of understanding people don't have. Are you afraid of disease or afraid of death? He said, I am afraid of disease. I said, think. Suppose you have got cold. Will you be afraid? No. Why? Because you don't kill. Right. If you have cancer, you are afraid. Yes. Why? It will kill me. So are you afraid of disease or death? I am afraid of death. See, that much time takes to understand that much. So I said, if you can get away the fear of death itself, disease will not make any difference. Because at one time or other you have to die. Nobody is going to die of good health. Anybody is dying of good health? There is no such thing. One day you have to die. So I can take away the fear of death itself. Are you interested? Person doesn't understand. Why? Because that type of thinking doesn't exist for people. That type of thinking doesn't exist. Because the person wants, everybody wants partial solution.